Now here is Utkarsh Raugi to explain you about a common component of electronics after you have encountered various components like resistors, transistors, capacitors, etc., timers, and not to forget the integrated circuits. It's time for the Arduino board. Now, Arduino boards is a simple interface with which you can create some really good projects, varying from the simple one to the complex one. Now, this is what is an Arduino board. This is in a package. So now we unseal it. So that's the Arduino board. So as we can see, it is very complete. It looks to be very complicated, but actually it is not if you really get into it and is really want to know or willing to know what actually it is. So now I'm going to really explain some parts of this. So here these are some pins. These are the digital output. That is when it gets an input, that like this is the analog input. When it gets an input, it obviously has to process and then it has to give some output, which are these all are digital outputs. But in these there are some written like PWM. You can see that PWM, it stands for pulse width modulation. It actually helps in give a varying result like the fading of LED and so on. Now this is the port for the data cable, which is connected here to the computer, and this is the switch. For example, here if we connect with the battery, this one, then this is at the off position. Now if you switch this one to here, it is becoming on position. So that's what an Arduino board. So and now this is a switch to reset the whole program. Now I like to actually say that when for suppose we take a program of blinking an LED, with using an Arduino board, you can just write 4 to 5 lines of sketch and then you can make a blinking LED. But without it, you have to really use a timer or transistors, and including that we have to use resistors or capacitors if needed. So that's what Arduino makes your life in, actually the life in your in electronics easier. Now I'm going to show you something. That's the data cable. This. Now this pin is inserted in the computer, whereas this one is inserted here like this. And then as you all know, this is 9-volt battery. So and this you can clip out it here, and the red switch, this red switch, you can really insert it here and then it's on. See, the green light means on. Okay, and as we know that these pins are there, so how to connect that to some components? For that we really have some jumpers, like for instance this one is connected here. So that's all for today. Speaking of the Arduino board, that's I think that you have really get a small idea of what actually is Arduino board. So that's the thing. Thank you.